Welcome in, everybody. Glad to be back here with TB Sports 27 on this Sunday post XFL return, post Elimination Chamber, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the RXFL content. It was something a lot of you guys over on Patreon had been discussing that you guys wanted to see ramp back up. So here we are, and we're giving you another game. This will wrap up your Sunday afternoon slate, as it's going to be the 8-1 Russell Wilson-led Lumberjacks going up against the Las Vegas Firebirds of Aaron Rodgers, and kind of a last opportunity, I would think, coming up here. We're going to look at the standings in just a moment, but the opportunity for the Firebirds is starting to wind down here just a little bit, so it's going to be rather interesting to see if they're able to pull this one out, as we saw a couple teams that were in desperation mode yesterday in the Rhinos, and we ended up seeing what they were able to do. They were able to come in and get the victory and have a pretty outstanding performance, one of the top performances of the season, I would think, right? Of what happened in the game yesterday between the Rhinos and who did they play? It was Rhinos. God, I'm blanking on the team already. Mexico City. It's Mexico City. See, it's already been it's been a long. I woke up this morning, early morning, and watched the New Japan show from yesterday. So got that knocked out. The Battle in the Valley, and I kind of tweeted about it as well. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you would have maybe missed my thoughts on it, but there were plenty of streaming issues, which is why we waited until today to check out the show. But yeah, the streaming issues of Fight TV, and funny enough, I kind of mentioned that as we were doing the stream yesterday, that I've never really had good luck with Fight TV, and lo and behold, here it happens again. So I'm not sure why. I don't know what the reasoning is behind them being on Fight TV when they have their own streaming service, but it just always seems to be a disaster that causes issues every time they try to do anything on Fight TV. But anyway, all that to be said, watch the New Japan show, watch a little bit of Stardom as well. They're getting ready to upload their Cork and Hall show on Stardom World, so got a lot of that knocked out. So let's do a mic check. And yes, mic check is good. Okay. So with all that being said, let's talk. I know you guys are going to want to talk Elimination Chamber, everything that happened, all the excitement. If you haven't had a chance to see it, obviously this will be a spoiler-filled zone. But we'll talk Elimination Chamber, get your guys' thoughts. What did you guys think about the show? And what did you guys think about the main event, the Chamber matches, and what's coming up here at WrestleMania? So hit me up in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on that, and we'll take a quick look at where we are. So this is a Western battle here. Of course, you have Portland, you have San Diego, you have Las Vegas, and you have San Francisco, who are in the mix here in the West. And this is a national Western battle. And even more so, like we said, it's kind of, for the Firebirds, kind of a final opportunity here. Portland coming in at number 3, so we're getting a lot of the top-ranked teams here this week. We saw number 2, we saw number 5, we saw number 4. We're getting number 3 right now in the Portland Lumberjacks, but look at where your Las Vegas Cardinals are, or I should say, sorry, the Las Vegas Firebirds. That's the name. Of course, formerly the Omaha Firebirds in the previous league, 5 years, and they were notoriously known for being one of the worst teams in the league all 5 years, always having a terrible, terrible record. And well, here they are at 3-6, new life, not quite. And maybe it's kind of fitting as well that they are modeled after the Cardinals here, because the Cardinals have played football for hundreds of years and never won a Super Bowl. But they're 3-6, so I dare say one final opportunity this is going to be here. And it's going to be a tough one on the road. So let's jump into it. Portland Lumberjacks, Las Vegas Firebirds. And we got to go with the unis here. So it's actually kind of interesting now. I got to kind of decide because typically what they wear is black jerseys, but the black and brown might kind of blend together a little bit. So we'll kind of have to see what we got. I mean, we can do something kind of like that. That's kind of cool. I don't think we'll have too many other options here. A lot of people hate these uniforms, but I love them. That's kind of why I became a Cardinals fan. They're super cool. Why can I not find... Why is this glitching out? Because that was not color. Okay, there we go. Good Lord. This is really weird. Do you see how this is glitching out? Oh my god, I don't know what's happening. This better not mess up when we get into the game here. Okay. Okay, we'll just go with that. Helmet, we don't have any helmets other than the Color Rush is kind of a glowy helmet deal, so maybe we'll just do that. And for jersey, you don't get too many options here. Unless we put them in red. But red and brown. Let's just go with it. We just gotta... We'll put them here in the whites and... Yep, there we go. Lumberjacks, Firebirds. Let's do this thing. Into the RXFL. What'd you guys think of the XFL games yesterday? Pretty exciting. I mean, we kind of talked about the Renegades one, and boy, the Houston Roughnecks looking about the same where they were last season, or I guess it would have been 3 years ago, but technically was last season. But, I mean, my goodness, how about the beatdown for the Roughnecks? And they're looking like your team to beat, 6-0 going back to 2020 for them. So we'll get some of the plugs out of the way early on here. We want to thank our Patreon, Justin. Good old Justin there, Justin Russell, who joined us on Patreon not too long ago. And we want to thank him for being a part of the community here, for being one of our super fans. So thank you so much, Justin, for that on Patreon. Go ahead while you're here. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button on YouTube. And you guys know that helps out with the algorithm here on YouTube and gets that going. So we appreciate that. If you can hit the subscribe if you're not, or if you can hit the thumbs up at least if you're not subscribed. And of course, as we plug, join us on Patreon, patreon.com/TBSports27. Our next RXFL game will be the Sunday night game. It'll be Columbus and Pittsburgh. And the Sunday night games are Patreon exclusives. And you can see for Columbus, they're a wild card team that's looking to become a division leader. They're right on the cusp there. So that's going to have some big playoff significance to it. So do check us out for that Patreon exclusive. And if you want to see a previous Firebirds game, that is up at patreon.com/TBSports27 as well. So do consider checking us out and helping to support the channel there as well, as we'll jump into this battle. We got Brady Man joining us in the chat. And he says he's so mad about the Austin Theory match. I guess mad that Austin Theory retained, huh? Yeah, man. Austin Theory. Say what you want about him. He outlasted. He survived them all. Aaron Rodgers closing in on 3,000 yards here on the year. And for all the different quarterbacks over the years of the formerly the Omaha Firebirds, now the Las Vegas Firebirds, kind of hoping that Rodgers would be the guy to bring the team to the next level. Hasn't quite gotten there just yet. Quick pass by Rodgers. And, they've gone through the quarterbacks over the years. Randall Cunningham, and then they tried Joe Theismann for a bit. Jeff Hostetler kind of gave them their most significant success, but still have never seen a playoff berth at all. And then here, moving to Las Vegas in the new league and bringing Aaron Rodgers in. Second down and 5. Rodgers in the back is Willie Parker. Quick pass, and Rodgers will find Reggie Wayne.
Come on now, let's go.
Firebirds, the black, red, and white. Hand off to Willie Parker, and Parker just could not hit the gap. He had a big opening there. Portland Lumberjacks on defense. Briggs, Johnson, Hamburger. Give me a hamburger, man. Of course, you got Revis Island out there as well. Part of the reason why this Lumberjacks team is 8-1 on the year. And Aaron Rodgers going to find Antonio Brown.
We got this.
You know, Antonio Brown hasn't quit this team just yet. But he might, unless they can get a fourth win. I don't know. And that one was swatted away, and there's going to be your first incompletion of the game. That was Lance Briggs with the knockdown. Not quite the near interception, if you will. If you will. Big game down at the bottom, 48-45. Check out that stream if you guys didn't get the opportunity. Willie Parker going to be just short of the first down mark there. Firebirds will line up in the pistol on a pretty good opening drive. Willie Parker, first down, and then some. And it's going to be first and goal for Las Vegas. What else? What else at the Elimination Chamber you guys want to talk about or you guys saw? Rodgers intercepted. And that's going to be, it's looking like it's going to be a pick six unless Reggie Wayne can chase him down. It's Jake Scott going 100 yards the other way. And that's a rough interception from Aaron Rodgers. My goodness. "100 yards the other way." Discussion being had on the sideline as well after that went down. Well, that'll put the Firebirds back on the field. We'll see how they can regroup after that, if they even can. Cliff Kingsbury, well, he's doing his. Where did he go? Like Thailand or something? He's contemplating right now if he wants to head back that way after that interception happened. Pat McAfee sending that one deep, and see how the second drive for the Firebirds goes here in this one. You guys like the Portland Lumberjack branding? Of course, we have the River Hogs in our other league, our Broncos. It's also the Portland Snowbirds in this game. Rodgers sacked. Arenas Williams. And Rodgers didn't even see him coming. And he's lucky. Usually that's a surefire way for a fumble to be caused. So I bring up a 2nd and 18, and they're stacking the box here again on Rodgers. Pressure coming. Rodgers does get rid of it quickly that time to Ingram. And it's going to be 3rd and long for the Firebirds. Wide open, Reggie Wayne. Well, they've had a couple of nice throws in this first quarter, and this entire first quarter is going to end up being the Firebirds on offense here. Pistol again, and Willie Parker is going to end up losing yards coming out of that pistol formation. Lance Briggs. This Lumberjack defense is tough. And again, that's why they're 8-1 on the year. Let me know in the comments. Let me know over on Patreon. What do you guys want to see streamed coming up here? Oh, that was almost another interception. Do you guys want to see more God of War? Do you want to see more Horizons? We're on the road to Clash of the Champions on our 2K22. In about a month, I know there's going to be so many comments that are going to be coming in. And there's a second interception. And that was Scott that did it again. And Scott's down there, John, with Lynn Swan. So rough start for the Vegas Firebirds in this one. Single coverage. And Lynn Swan just couldn't get turned around there. He stayed back to him the whole time. And now you're going to see Russell Wilson step out on the field for the first time. But yeah, 2K23 coming out soon, and like I said, I'm already expecting that there's going to be so many people asking, is this 2K23? Are you going to get 2K23? As of right now, on this February, no, there are no plans to get 2K23, and I've said the main reason being that they don't allow you to bring your save file over from year to year, which would be ideal for someone like me that likes universe mode and franchise mode and season modes and things like that, where you can something MLB The Show used to do, but I don't like having to start over. If I bought 2K23 in 20 days, I'd have to start universe mode all over. We kind of already had to do that. Russell Wilson is going to try to get the first down. I think he may have gotten it. They're going to mark him inches short. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? So Pat McAfee for the brand. Oh, they're going to fake it. Oh, and they don't get it.
Come on, fellas.
Direct snap to Fred Taylor. Tried to get him on the 4th and inches, and it didn't work out. Sam Madison made the stop. Gutsy play call by Pete Carroll right there. Wow. But anyway, back to 2K23 real quick. Yeah, so can't bring my save file over. I'd have to stop universe mode and start all over with the new game. And as I said, you know my feelings on the yearly releases. I don't feel like, look at that. Lynn Swan's going to make up for it with the touchdown on the deflection. Get out of here with this. Touchdown, Firebirds. If I can finally finish my thought, there's too many exciting plays happening, that, yeah, that's pretty much it. That, you know, when the game actually changes enough from year to year, I'll buy the new yearly release. But, like I said, I'm not going to say never, because maybe once we get through a year of universe mode in 2K22, and, you know, the price comes down, they always come out $60-$70, but then you wait a couple months, they're down to $20 always for these sports games. So, you know, that's also another thing to potentially look at, that it might not be a day one purchase, but my channel is not necessarily about, obviously we're playing God of War and Horizons, which has been out forever. My channel is not about always playing the newest game that comes out, and we've tried that before. We said many of the Pokemon games, we did a day one purchase, and the viewership was literally no different for a day one game versus a game that's many years old. So my channel is all about multiple seasons. It's always been like that too, even going back to my old channel, which a lot of that old content is going up on Patreon these days. Russell Wilson scrambling around, and that just got swatted back in his face. That we're all about the franchise modes and getting multiple seasons and doing this, rather than, you know, you play a game for a couple months and the new game's coming out, and we don't like doing that here. Open for a first down. Rod Smith. A lot of Denver Broncos. We've talked about it. We've seen these various Lumberjacks games over this season. You know, you got Demaryius Thomas. You got Rod Smith. You got Russell Wilson out there. You got Terrell Davis. I mean, it's a Broncos heavy squad here, this Portland Lumberjacks team. So, yep, so anyway, just to put a button on that, I think personally it's more fun playing multiple seasons, multiple, you know, this is a couple Maddens old, but if I stop this and got Madden 23, we'd have to start all over. We'd have to start all over with the I'm 12 seasons into the Denver Broncos. I want to see how many Super Bowls I can finally put together, a team that's won a bunch of Super Bowls, right? So why would we want to stop and start that over? One of these days they'll let us bring our save file over, but till that day happens, we rock and roll with the games rather than, you know, like I said, just giving you a couple of old, couple of new games for a couple months and going to the new one. Wilson caught by Jackson. Vincent Jackson looked like he was going to get beat up right there. It didn't happen. Wow. Seven game first quarter winding to a close. Play fake. Russell Wilson just gets rid of it. Out of bounds, and that was a good play by Russell Wilson, but Marcellus Bennett, I'm guessing, didn't realize, you know, how much pressure was coming at Russell Wilson, because he didn't get turned around nearly fast enough. Could have brought that one in. 2nd and 10. Wilson, plenty of time in the pocket, finds Bennett that time. And he'll be about a yard short, most likely, of the first down here. Oh, we got more folks joining us in the chat. See, that on-air counter is so glitchy, because it says we have a comment, but then it says there's 0 people watching, which is not true. We got Paul joining us. Glad to have you, Paul. Terrell Davis up the middle. And that'll be it for the first quarter. Both touchdowns coming as a result of turnovers. It was the pick 6 for the Lumberjacks, and then it was the, I guess technically not a turnover, but it was the fake punt that didn't work out for Portland that led to the Firebirds' early touchdown here. Paul, what did you think of Elimination Chamber last night? Switching sides, now they got that sun flare right in their eyes. Well, your 2 top teams in the league as Terrell Davis bounces outside. Lumberjacks, Redwoods, and they both wear red, or both wear brown. Brown and red, brown and green. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. The Axe. They could be like the Maniacs from the original XFL, the Portland Maniacs. With the axe on their helm. People hated that. There was a big controversy back in the day. The Memphis Maniacs name with the logo and the axe spelling and all that. Pat McAfee booms this one deep, and we'll see how the Firebirds respond. Technically no punts yet in this game, although we had a fake punt. And I guess Paul has no thoughts on Elimination Chamber, so we'll see Paul next time, I suppose. The handoff to Willie Parker, and Parker just gets a couple. Rodgers, nice, finding Reggie Wayne into some heavy traffic. Two interceptions here thus far in the early going for Rodgers. Pistol formation again, the give to Willie Parker, and that's it for Parker. So they're still riding with Willie Parker. We've often kind of mentioned, you know, they got Derrick Henry on the squad as well, but you can see on the depth chart, at least here, that Willie Parker, they got him in there ahead of Derrick Henry. You can see Willie Parker, Derrick Henry, but they ride with Willie Parker here on this Firebird squad over Derrick Henry. You got Donovan McNabb as well, backing up Rodgers. Mr. Rodgers' neighborhood. Look at this. Everyone's pretty well covered, and finally gets it out to Rich Swan. Or Lynn Swan. It's a Rich Swan, man. It's Impact. Rich Swan, man. Lynn Swan for his second catch of the half here. Reggie Wayne. Knocked out of bounds just shy of the end zone. First and goal for the Firebirds. There's Derrick Henry. Boy, he just got thrown to the turf by Briggs, didn't he? Henry maybe this is where they go with Henry, when they get this heavy set package here. Touchdown! Las Vegas, the Firebirds. A must-win for Vegas. They are still in the hunt, as you guys saw at the beginning of the stream, at 3-6, but they can't take too many more losses. (14-14). It's evenly contested ball game. We had the one blowout earlier in the week. The LA Kiss and the Sacramento Redwoods. I'd say the running game has struggled a bit this week. What do you guys think? We've had a couple games where there hasn't been much running game going. Oh man, well, as soon as I said that, there was going to be a big opening, but Davis couldn't get through there. Yeah, we were asking Paul. Paul is back. Glad that Paul has rejoined us here. What were your thoughts on the Elimination Chamber last night? What did you think of the show? What was your favorite match? What was your favorite moment? Dumps it out to Terrell Davis, and there's going to be a first down for the Lumberjacks.
Let's go, baby.
Paul is on fire in the chat. So he said fire. Outside to Davis, hits the spin. And picks up a couple yards on the ground there. Terrell Davis and Russell Wilson. A dominant group that would be if they could have played in the same era. You get to see it here in the RXFL. Play fake, Russell Wilson. Blockers could not hold. And Wilson is down. Soon as Wilson turned around. Look at that. I mean, the blocker let him go, and you're out of luck there. So 3rd and 20, what do you say? Heave it up like it's going to be a punt or something. It's going to be your best bet. Now, a lot of coaches would just run the ball and give up, but I say just heave it deep. What's the worst that happens? He either catches it and a big play happens, or it's an interception. And it's an interception, but that was better than what a punt would have been. Depending on this return. Micah Hyde's going to come down with the INT. Paul says he can't wake up early in the morning. I get it. The early mornings will get you. So interception by Russell Wilson, but that was kind of on purpose, as we said. That's, in my mind, like the equivalent of a punt. Teams in real life don't like doing that. I guess different in a video game, but I say heave it up. And what's the worst that happens? It's either intercepted, incompleted, or it's caught. And if it's intercepted, it's basically what a punt would be. Incomplete, Antonio Brown. So 3rd and 9, and the interception, that could end up helping if they go 3 and out here. Portland's going to get the ball back in good field position here. Incomplete. So see, my logic again stands up. Portland's going to end up with pretty good field position by just heaving that one up for the interception. The first half will wind down. We'll stop this stream and start a second one. The old YouTube algorithm here. Defense has been showing out in this one. We got a lot of points on the board, but a lot of turnovers, a lot of interceptions, a couple sacks as well. Wilson just gets that one out to Marcellus Bennett.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Wild Bill.
Wilson's going to take this one out of the gun. He will roll out, pressure on again. Wilson's been underdressed a couple of times in this one, but uses his legs, and Marcellus Bennett. That's 3rd catch. He's had a couple of them here. This should wind down. I don't know how the heck we got to 159 when a play didn't get run. That should have been a 2-minute warning at the 2-minute mark. So controversy if one of these teams gets screwed with a second left on the clock. That's right, Paul is the 1 in 1 billion, right? Wilson, incomplete. Nicely defended by Samari Roll. Well, they want him to just throw the ball. I'm looking for a run play here, but that's all right. I'll throw it. Go a little air raid. Wilson steps up. Schofner just short of the end zone. And now you got your big heavies in.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Pitch it to the outside. Terrell Davis. Touchdown, Lumberjacks. So still a decent amount of time here. Minute 20 on the clock. Should give the Firebirds an opportunity to tie this one up. Not a great kickoff. Hudson's going to get his hands on it. And we had some high-scoring games here this week. But it is, you know, you got legendary players, so of course you're going to see a lot of scoring, a lot of points. Rodgers looking for an open Lynn Swan, incomplete. Eddie Jackson got down there and knocked it away. Swan looked wide open as can be. Wow. Rodgers sacked. And Portland's going to take a timeout here. Thinking maybe they can get the ball back. Now, Madden kills me, the logic here. Now I got to go do another play. Because obviously, Portland's trying to call timeouts to get the ball back. But they want me to run the ball and punt it. Rather than try to pick up the... I know it's 3rd and long, but come on. Rodgers again is going to go deep for Swan, and it's going to be knocked down and picked off by Darrelle Revis, and there's your 3rd interception of the game. Got a new comment on one of our YouTube videos. It just says hi. Well, hello, Brandon Perez. Patreon.com/TBSports27. How you doing? We got Zach joining us. Hello, Zach. Welcome in, my friend. You just came in for the tail end of this part 1 of the stream here. So the tide has turned after Rodgers throws his 3rd interception, and apparently Lumberjacks did not get out of bounds on that play. Now it's going to be Portland trying to get down the field and get some final points before this first half comes to a close. And Russell Wilson drilled from behind, and with that, it looks like they're going to let the clock wind out here, and that'll be the end of the first half. A turnover-filled first half between the Lumberjacks and the Firebirds. So this one will wind down. We're going to stop this stream, and we're going to start a second stream. So you guys can join us here. And we'll be back in just a couple of moments for the second half of this one. Portland and Las Vegas. Should be a good second half. Join us for part 2.